Ready for launch. 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit! It's like a roller coaster, dude.
This episode of Out of Spec Reviews is brought to you by Magna. More on that later. Hello and welcome to another Out of Spec Reviews video, and welcome to a massive surprise. We are here with our Rivian R1T doing some max payload and trailer testing. Let me show you our new Out of Spec trailer, by the way. This you'll see, basically we wanted to get our own trailer to do a whole bunch of different weight testing with and things like this. And so we got our weight distribution hitch on here. We got a new trailer. The thing is so sick, so plenty of towing tests to come. We're not here to talk about this setup though, Tijmen. Do you know what we're here to talk about?
Oh yeah.
All right, we are at Tesla Loveland because that black Model S, I think we got to ask them, is my new car. So forgive some of the noise going by on the street, but you joined me just like 10 minutes from our house. There's a new Tesla service center where, you know, you can bring your car for service and you can pick up a new car and all that stuff. And well, I was kind of like drank a couple too many beers a couple months ago and yeah, ordered a Tesla because it's so easy. It took 2 seconds. And I was like, oh, gotta get the ultimate spec Plaid. And it was right after I did the review of the Model S Plaid with the round steering wheel. If you watch that review, I'll have it popped up over here. I was just thrilled with that car, the round wheel modification with track mode. I mean, the thing is just absolutely insane. I refer to it as really a modern interpretation of the ultimate muscle car, and I just couldn't not have one. So I went online, I was like, oh, let me buy this thing. What I didn't know was gonna happen was that we would get our Rivian so soon either. So I think we're exactly 1 week after we got our Rivian. Tesla just called and said, hey, your Model S came off a truck. Do you wanna come get it? I said, please don't wash it, don't touch it. I wanna just take it. And so it literally just got here a couple minutes ago from Fremont. It was just built. Let's go take a quick walk around the car. We'll go inside, sign the paperwork, and then I'll drive my new Tesla Model S Plaid for the first time. Well, thank you, Tijmen, for holding the camera. What do you think about this thing?
I'm excited to drive the fastest 0 to 60 production car available.
It's one of the, I don't know if it's the fastest. Didn't the Rimax do a little bit quicker?
Non-hypercar.
Okay, yeah, at least one that you could buy as a somewhat normal person.
Right.
So this Tesla claims 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds.
I've seen 1.98.
I call that a load of BS. You know why? Because that means it only happens on VHT prep, the sticky stuff, on a runway with rollout, which is just basically like, we could make any car go 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. We'll just put a rocket booster on the back. Just put the asterisk. Anyway, it's a very low 2-second 0 to 60 car. Has a roughly 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, 3 electric motors. It is a tri-motor system, which I'm really looking forward to playing around with. I asked Tesla not to wash it because it's a black car and I didn't want any dealer installed swirl marks. And so we'll wash it ourselves through a touchless wash or whatever. Maybe we'll ceramic coat it. I don't know. I gotta say, it looks really not good right now.
These wheels are disgusting.
These wheels are awful. What is Tesla doing? But the reason I ordered the base wheels was so I could do aero, range testing. But these are gonna come off the car in just a few days. We're gonna upgrade those to something else. I'm also not digging the new taillights as much. Not the end of the world, but that's okay. Plaid Badge, look at this. That's interesting. And it doesn't have the holes in it like before. So remember the original Plaid Badge?
Yeah, I like that one more.
Okay, Tijmen likes that one more. All the blacked out trim everywhere. This thing looks so good, blacked out. When we get the big Martian wheels on here and slam it, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I think with tint, lowered, Martian wheels, it's gonna look fantastic.
Totally agree. So I went totally blacked out with white seats. For those of you who don't know, it's the exact same color combo as my last Model S. I used to have a Model S P100D, loved that car, lots of great memories, and this is really the next iteration of that. And so what's funny is they actually have to put this front license plate on here to pass the 5-mile-an-hour crash test, because technically the hood will hit and bend the hood, and I guess there's like a cost thing. If a damage under 5-mile-an-hour impact exceeds a certain cost, it's not able to be road legal. Sorry for all the noise here. Then that's why that's installed. But we're going to take that off as soon as possible. No front plates here. Also, Tijmen, take a look at this. New headlights on the Model S. Wow. Those look pretty good.
I don't know what the old ones look like. So.
Yeah, they had the individual little slots in there. I wonder if there's one around. No, they have the original Tesla Model S's, but no refresh cars. That's okay. Yeah, it's all right. But basically, new headlights in here, which look good. Everything looks nice. Not seeing any damage. Everyone's going to ask about panel gaps. I don't know. I've never been one to like ever have an issue with panel gaps on a Tesla personally. The car looks pretty well put together, if you ask me. I'm not seeing anything major along the trunk lines. The tail lights line up pretty nice here. Yeah, I mean, it looks good to me. I see you see something up here. Yeah, it's a Tesla. That's kind of what you expect going into it. So what do you say we run inside, we sign the paperwork. I don't even know if I have to sign any paperwork.
I think 2 papers and then you're done.
Yeah, maybe just some DMV stuff. And then we'll take it for our first ride. Yeah, just a little paint protection film there. Yep, very nice. You join me back at the office with these incredible views to thank Magna. Now, Magna is a technology company that produces not only parts for cars, but also technological solutions from manufacturing and design and engineering. They cover so many parts of the automotive sector, and I bet you've interacted with a Magna product in your life before. Magna actually is very near and dear to my heart because their partnership, Magna Steyr in Austria, produced my first car, a Mini Countryman, and it was built right there in Graz. A lot of you are also familiar. Magna's going to be producing the Fisker Ocean in their Magna Steyr factory, and they also build G-Wagons, and nothing gets tougher than a G. So really excited about our partnership with Magna, of course. They are also hiring for engineers, so we know a lot of you guys are super interested in technology and automotive. I'll leave a link below so you can learn more about possible opportunities at Magna, but of course we want to thank them for sponsoring today's video and being such a huge supporter of Out of Spec. Truly, they are pushing mobility forwards responsibly and sustainably. Running inside the service center now. All right, you run on in.
Hey guys.
Hey there.
Hi, you must be Kyle.
I am.
Hello Kyle, I'm Carol. I'll take care of your delivery today.
Nice to meet you, Carol. Thanks.
Of course. I saw you take a look at your vehicle. Would you like to look inside your vehicle?
Can we look inside?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go take a look at the inside. That's awesome. Oh, you already got a temp tag on there as well. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she looks pretty good.
Yay. Of course.
Nice. Oh, perforated seats in Plaid now. How about that? With contrast piping. That's nice. Some carbon fiber trim. I didn't even kind of look to see what I was getting. Double pane, nice. Very thin double pane. This is like if Tesla was to do double pane. But wow, it looks cool. We got to take the yoke off. That's the first thing. I know everyone's going to ask. We have a round wheel coming. Don't worry. Nice. Seats work.
Just a dad buying his car.
Well, I just kind of want to make sure everything works because I hate getting car service. So once it works, we know that this thing will run based off of all of our other Teslas. We've put 100,000+ miles on many of them. They just run and run. They're so great. So we're hoping for the same out of this car. I see no reason as to why to expect not. But man, it looks good. It's the right color combo. I've been wanting this. Black with white seats. The way to do it.
That was your first 10 seconds.
Oh my God, so fast. This thing just gave me whiplash driving over here. So, first few feet of driving the new Plaid, I have to say, the yoke isn't terrible. I've never been like a yoke hater, but it takes away from the car. It takes away from what I want to do with the car. So we need to get a round wheel on there. We need to do something about these god-awful wheels. The old stock wheels used to be good. Look at those.
Yeah, those are decent.
These-
you can live with those.
These are really bad. So we got to get these off the car. And I say, what do you say we go inside? Let's get everything set up, get our phones connected, and then who wants to drive it home? Tijmen, you want to drive it home?
Yeah.
So Alyssa, you ride with Tijmen and talk about it. I've driven them. I'm sure it'll drive the same. Just listen for any like weird abnormalities, and I'll take the rig home. I love my Rivian. I'm driving that thing everywhere. Well, welcome to the inside. Wow, everything feels pretty interesting. Look at if you get a close-up of this material, that looks just so stretched right here, doesn't it?
Yeah, compared to the rest of the wheel.
Yeah, very weird. But build quality-wise, all seems good. Someone commented that this is supposed to swivel. Did you hear about this? If I go here, display, lock rear display. Okay, so let's go auto here. I'm not sure what that means. No idea. We'll have to go through all the settings and menus, but let's come up with some stuff. You want to take the thing off? All right, this is Alyssa's favorite thing. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at some software stuff. Plaid, so that's good. They gave us the right one. I did not get full self-driving because it's not worth 12 grand, but it does do autopilot normally. 7 miles on the clock. Whoops. We got software update, maxed out. What are you gonna name this thing?
I like beak.
Beak? Well, we already have a beak.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll have to think about that a little bit. Steering wheel. Let me get my profile all set up. So steering wheel out this way. This just feels so awkward. Okay. Don't like that. Seat
It's like
to the
a
floor.
simulator thing.
The only thing in Model S is I can never sit low enough. Look at that, 2 Model X Plaids over there. We were asking some of the people here in Loveland about, deliveries and stuff, and they do not deliver very many Model S Plaids. They said just a handful, but they said a lot of Model X Plaids they do, which is very interesting. Let's go over here to, we're going to just keep it in Plaid all the time. Steering easy. Auto shift out of park. So it's unavailable while additional cameras are calibrating. Suspension, we'll put it in comfort because we're just cruising. And we will only drive this car in low. And I'm just moving forward slightly just to let the suspension not lower itself on the braking system. So this just helps keep it rolling down. So that is how this thing will be driven, just in low suspension all the time. Default ride height to low, yes. Charging, we're at 85%. Well, I'm not really planning on driving this too much, so I'm just going to charge it to 50% for now. Let's see, supercharging tips, everything I tell you in videos right here. So it will precondition arrive low state of charge on version 2 superchargers, leave a space, that's pretty good. 48 amp onboard charger. We want auto steer, yes. We want to double click activation, that way I can get adaptive cruise control. Looks like this person's going to be moving, so we'll just back up for him, unless he's not going anywhere. We'll get out of his way. Cool, the Tesla team to just be cool with us filming, don't you think, Tijmen?
Mm-hmm.
They were super nice in there, super duper nice. And what else do we have? Suspension, charging, autopilot, did that. So we want to go set speed limit plus 5 miles an hour is typically how I have it set. Blind spot stuff, yes. Speed limit display. Speed limit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Early collision warning. I do like lane assist. All the safety stuff on. All the keys. Auto present door handles. Unlock on park. Yes, doors and windows left open notifications. So if you leave a window down, which I actually do a lot of times, it will do that. Close windows, unlock, off. Sometimes I just like to leave the cars in the garage with the windows down. Front fogs on, dome lights auto, ambient lights yes, auto high beam no, and no headlights after exit. Display, all of this stuff. We want percentage, 12-hour miles, all good. Trips, so we'll leave trip B, but we're going to call this one, which I always do in every Tesla, lifetime. The other thing I'm going to do is before I leave the service center here, I'm going to set up a Teslafy subscription for this vehicle so it will track all of our mileage. You can use our link in the description to get some amount of extra time free using Teslafy. Automatic navigation, trip planner, yes, all of that stuff. Safety, Sentry mode. We'll accept it, but I don't really need Sentry mode on. Dash cam, sure. We need to put a USB drive in it, I guess. Cabin overheat protection, no. Joe mode, yes, this limits the speakers, which is really nice, or limits the chimes loudness. Allow mobile access, security alarm, park assist chimes. Great. Tire pressures are set. Seat and steering calibration, camera calibration, clear browser data, wheel configuration. We got to do something about that. 21-inch arachnids. Well, it's got the base wheels on it right now. And that's everything. It's delivered on version 11.0, and I think we're set up. We're good to go, ready to drive this thing for the first time here pretty soon. So we pulled it around front here, and man, does this thing just not have a good stance. Sitting in low now, looks really nice. The new homogeneous headlight design, you know, post 2016 refresh. By the way, those are the previous headlights on that blue car. Hit a zoom in on those. Yep. Versus these, which have the two matrix bulbs, one here, one here. Tijmen, pop the front trunk. Let's see if they gave us a mobile charger, because I don't think they do that anymore, right? I don't remember as an option.
I don't know. I remember people complaining about it on Twitter.
Maybe it's just Model 3. Let's see. There we go. Hit it one more time. Oh, so it doesn't seem to want to release the front trunk so well. Maybe it's just first time scaredness. Let's take a look in here. We do have the mobile charger. So they of course give you a tow hook. The bag doesn't want to open. Okay, so we have another UMC, some screws, J1772 to Tesla. I got about 400 of these things. And no, you can't have it. I actually use all of them. And just a regular NEMA 515, but I got the NEMA 1451. So that's nice. Doesn't hurt to have another UMC. These things are some of the most reliable mobile chargers. They're really electric vehicle supply equipment. They're not chargers to ever be fitted to any cars. They're great, really nice units, as you would expect from Tesla. Let me show you the trunk, because I haven't shown that to you yet. You know, of course, it's got autopilot 3.0, I think. I got to get back into all the Tesla stuff. I forget all the terminology. This is my 4th or 5th Tesla. Take a look here. This is the first thing that we throw in the garage. And then take a look under here. Nice underfloor storage. Typical Tesla build quality. Doesn't fit. But that's kind of what you expect going into something like this. And I kind of think it's funny how poorly put together it is. I know some people really want a nicely built vehicle. We have an Audi e-tron. You can't screw anything better than that. That thing's amazing. That Rivian R1T, built really well. This thing, just kind of cobbled together. Yeah. What you got over here, Alyssa? Oh, so Alyssa's got a little thing over here.
This is coming off.
Yeah, that's how they all are. That's in spec. By the way, for those wondering how the term out of spec came to be, it may or may not have something to do with Tesla's build quality. You can mention it to them, but yeah, that's how it is. That's how they all are. So before we take delivery of the Plaid, or actually I've already taken delivery, before I can set up Teslafy, because I don't want to drive this thing at all without having Teslafy log everything. It's going to look at battery degradation, it's going to look at the whole bit. We have to accept delivery. So here in the app, I hit continue. I have to hit accept delivery, view terms. What? And it says, I confirm I have taken delivery of my Tesla Model S. There's my VIN on or before Friday, June 17, and I agree with my final motor vehicle purchase agreement, which is available in my Tesla account. My mom said, congratulations. How about that?
What a sweet lady.
What a sweet lady. And I'll be able to access my Model S using the Tesla app. I didn't read my motor vehicle purchase agreement.
Don't crash into other people.
I don't think that's part of it, actually.
Oh.
I think you're allowed to crash into other people.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome to the Tesla family, and explore the Tesla app while we pair your vehicle with your account. May take 2 minutes. So once it's paired into my account, then I'm going to go to Teslafy, set it up, and this is not sponsored by Teslafy. I'm just letting you know, I've done this with every Tesla. I love the data. And there's our Model 3 on there. So we got to find the Model S. Oh, it's just not even on here at all. Oh, and it's rebooting the car. That's kind of cool. So I just sent a command to the car to reboot itself to know that it's mine. And then Tijmen, what do you say you drive it home once we get it loaded up?
Sounds good to me.
How do you spend the amount was spent on this car, and it's this, and my Audi is just.
The Tesla's really fast. Who cares? So, also, I'm running my phone down low. Got to ride that fast charging curve, you know? So let's refresh this page. It still hasn't pulled yet. We just set up Teslafy with the car. It started logging. I created a different account for every car, which I think is kind of how you have to do it anyway. And we're just waiting for it to start logging on the Plaid so that literally every inch of this car can be logged. So we can do degradation testing, charge curve testing, miles tracking, everything can be logged, which is why I love Teslafy so much. And there's other apps that do it too. I think there's one called Teslab a lot of people like. There's also some other ones, can't remember, but that's the one I've always used, and all the other cars' data's on there, so I'm sticking with it. We've asked for a sponsorship from Teslafy. They said, have fun making your videos. So they're still getting the plugs no matter what. Just waiting here. I guess we'll just sit here refreshing this, and it knows it's the car because when I go here to this one, settings, Tesla account, I think, oh no, sorry, this one, settings, account, and then in here I go to vehicles. I've never really used the mobile version of this before. I go here and then you can see vehicle, out of spec Plaid. So it knows that this is the right car. That's what we named it in the system here, just as a temporary placeholder. We actually have always named our Tesla something different. I don't really remember what my last Model S was called. I remember one of them was Sky Crew, because I was really into that show, The 100. Yep, yeah. And it was like a spaceship. Sky Crew. I think that was my first Model 3. Anyway, just like, you know, a lot of people I think on our channel think I'm a Tesla, not hater, but like not
for them.
Not for them. I love this car. It's amazing. You saw my review. It's so freaking cool. I had to have one. I can also just appreciate other cars that aren't Teslas as well. And I love pushing the Tesla charging infrastructure and the regular CCS charging infrastructure equally. And now we have a Plaid that we can do road trip races with, cross-country stuff, drag races, track tests,
the
modifications.
whole 9 yards.
Everything's coming up. Tijmen, I figured out how to make this thing swivel.
Okay.
Thanks to Google. So you hit the car in the bottom left, which you already did, and then yeah, hit that display. And
Oh God! Wow.
That's so much nicer.
Wow.
so we got two different reactions. We like it, we hate it.
I don't know. Well, there's just
Alyssa, what do you think about the Model S?
How can I interact with it now?
You don't. It's driver only. Just like a P1.
Oh.
Now it's coming your way.
How do you do that?
Tijmen
press the button.
is doing it.
Oh.
See how fast we can break this?
Can the car hit 0 to 60 faster than this screen? Definitely.
That's gonna freak Blue out.
That's going to be really funny to watch his
Yeah.
reaction. Yep,
He's
absolutely.
gonna be so confused.
I think you need to get a screen protector for this, though.
No.
No,
I
why?
already see fingerprints.
Yeah, just like any other Tesla. You just get a nice layer of fingerprints,
This
and
is
then
the
it's
only
no
thing
longer
that
an
needs to
issue.
get protected in the car.
Right, this is it with the dogs.
Yeah.
I thought the dog hauler was your Audi. This
Well,
just
what-
got to be
It's gonna
pristine.
be a road trip car. The Audi's a road trip.
Audi's a good road tripper.
It is, but
Yeah, this doesn't have massaging seats.
I would prefer to take
our
the e-tron on a
our
trip.
viewers on out of spec motoring in a Tesla Plaid or viewership in an Audi e-tron.
Yeah, so if you're trying to win at YouTube, maybe you take the Plaid.
Maybe.
If we're just trying to get somewhere comfortably, Audi.
Yeah, 'cause this thing don't got massaging seats, and that's just pitiful.
Well, it's faster without them. Right, Tijmen? Lightweight racing.
Amen, brother.
So we're just
Why they only
waiting.
have half a steering wheel, right?
Right, saving weight. So we're just waiting for Teslafy to connect. As soon as it's ready, we will hit the road. There's Rivian.
Let's see how smoothly the glove box opens.
Oh god.
Whoa!
It's so much smaller.
Oh yeah, it is pretty small,
Look
isn't
how
it?
small it is. It's usually was like this whole thing and it would slam against my knee.
Well, in the Model 3, it's pretty large.
And broken.
Yeah, so we still have the Model 3.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Ding.
Ding. Yeah, you know, just don't.
Does it do it by itself? I wasn't supposed to do that on my own.
No, I don't think it closes by itself.
Oh, that's quite the. Oh, wait.
Why does it make that noise?
Nice steering position you got there, bud.
The yoke
Yeah.
is weird.
Oh my god.
Full log.
Oh, that's really how you're gonna come out of the lot?
Yeah.
That soft?
Yeah. Do you want your phone to hit you in the face?
Oh no.
Huh?
It would. Oop. Oh, she's fast.
She rips.
Wow. So what's your first impression?
The yoke is really wide. It's gonna take time to get used to these turn signals.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Ferrari. You gotta press them on the steering wheel, but they don't have it to where left is on your left hand and right is on your right hand. This is both on your left hand.
Yeah.
Which is...
Sure, you get used to that with time, but hopefully not too much time will replace it. You go bye-bye. But this is neat that it tilts, and
that's nice.
yeah.
You can angle it out of the sun a little bit, which would be nice.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we're on the way to get it washed for the first time. There's actually a brush wash right over here that we're gonna run it through just to get the paint even. I think Kyle will really enjoy that, so I think that's our first stop. Yeah, no, we're gonna bring it through Touchless Wash that we have a membership for, and we absolutely love it. Bring a car through there every single day, and especially because this car is black, it'll probably have to go every single day if it's not in the garage. So, but you were just mentioning something.
Yeah, so this is the first Model S I've been in a long time, probably since Kyle's P100D Ludicrous, and this feels so much bigger than the Model 3 he has, which it is, but space-wise between Alyssa and I is, I'd say, half a foot difference.
Yeah.
Between the Model 3 and this.
Yeah.
I would say this is a little bit low. The headliner bolster thingy is a little bit low. It could be an inch or two back.
Yeah, I agree.
Or just sit lower in the car, but can't do that. Seat's all the way down.
Right. And then I think the back is going to be plenty of room for, of course, the dogs. We'll get some seat cover stuff back there. We always put the seats down with the dogs anyways, so that's not going to be a problem. But this right here is going to be a problem.
Scratched.
Yeah. So I will find a way. We usually just hack it and put a t-shirt over when we're with the dogs, and that works just fine. But there definitely should be something. I don't know what. So make something somebody.
So we've raised the suspension, so automatically we'll save this location.
And then also there's a car wash mode.
Yeah, is that in here? Car wash mode.
Yep, enter car wash mode. Alright, we're ready. See, it is touchless. Don't worry, guys.
I don't know why this thing is.
Alright, and it's clean.
Yep, straightforward.
All good. Alright, it's looking pretty good, but we have to go in and get all this stuff off, which we've got the supplies for that. But I think it's gonna be looking pretty good. The only thing about this car wash is that they need to get better dryers.
Yeah, and it's gonna get dirty again because it looks like it's gonna rain, but at least we got the original junk off of it. And I have noticed that this top glass is a lot darker than Kyle's Model 3 is.
I think it has more of an ombre. Maybe? I don't know.
No idea, but it seems darker.
And back home we go.
Well, Tijmen brought it to the car wash. Thank you very much. We're just pulling out of the neighborhood for the first time, and I'm already missing the rest of the wheel. I think you can get by with the yoke. To me, it just doesn't improve the experience. I like knowing I can catch the car and slide it around in track mode without having nothing going on here.
I already had a mishap almost, sending it into a curb.
It just is like, it doesn't improve the car. Maybe it's not as dangerous as some people say, but to me, it's not what I would want to have. And we've already talked about that. So anyway, we're going to do the retrofit to this, I think is the plan. Nice. Everything's good in here. Not as creaky as that dude's car that
sent you the video.
Yeah, someone did this and their whole car creaked. This actually seems nice. This doesn't. Well, what do we care?
Yeah, if it works, it works.
It works, it works. Teslas I've always found to be a little bit creaky, but just really do hold up pretty well. And we'll see if that's the case with this.
But how much of this do you actually touch while you're driving anyways? So
and then I just sit like this.
Yeah.
And it's got autopilot, which is great. Has it calibrated autopilot?
I haven't used it, but it said calibrated steering, so I'm guessing.
What would it need?
I don't know. It was pulling
steers,
a little bit to the right.
but there's no way it can calibrate suspension. So it could just be out of alignment.
No idea what it was doing.
All right, let's pull out here and let's do the Plaid thing, shall we?
Lord have mercy.
We got to bed the brakes in a little bit before we start doing it, but we need some mountain pass brakes on this thing ASAP.
I don't want to end up in a guardrail.
This thing just nails so hard when you hit
Yeah,
the throttle.
it's extra drying. As soon as you get out the car wash, floor it, it's dry.
The water just can't even stick to it. Well, that's what I love about this thing, and it's just so quiet with noise cancellation now.
Compared to your Model 3, this thing is a Rolls Royce.
Night and day compared to the Model 3. And we went through the audio settings somewhere, and it said it was calibrating active noise cancellation, so it takes some time.
At 0%, and we've done 20 minutes of driving.
Yeah, so I guess it just needs to really calibrate. Yeah, super duper nice screens, layout.
I really like the display in front of the driver.
Yeah, I like it all. It's really good. We're down to 79% state of charge, and oh my goodness, but it gets traction. It doesn't get traction till like 70.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's fun. I think that's great. Okay, well, I am just so pleased to cruise around, go on road trips, do some drag races. I don't know how long I'll keep this for. I think until the Taycan comes in. Yes. Definitely no reason to have both.
Right.
That serves the same purpose. So, but that's a year plus away by the time we get the refresh and paint to sample and all that stuff. So, fun to have this car to play around with for a little bit. I think values are holding strong on them. And yeah, I think it's going to just be an awesome addition for some videos for us to make and to have it for comparisons, especially with Lucid Air coming and EQS and others. I think this will be a great benchmark to have. And that's really the whole idea behind the cars that I've purchased, have been cars that we couldn't really easily get to review anytime we wanted.
Right, there's no media vehicles for Teslas. So.
Or Rivians, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we got lucky with that one, but they're not like loaning them out all the time.
Right.
Versus if we need an F-150, we can just run down to the press office and pick one up, you know?
Right.
So this is great. Tesla doesn't do press cars. Now we have our own. Our friend Brandon from Tesla Flex sold his Model S Plaid. Now he has a Model X Plaid. So
I thought he had a Model X long range.
But his Plaid just came in. He ordered one. So he needs to buy one so we can do a drag race.
Right, to actually see which one's faster.
I heard the X is faster.
We'll find out in a month or so.
Yeah, we'll find out soon. That is, so we'll see. We'll find someone with a Model X Plaid around here. We have so much to do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this car holds up to what we're going to throw at it. This is not going to be treated like the Model 3. We're going to treat this one a little bit nicer.
A little nicer.
A little bit nicer. No off-road excursions. The Model 3 is just...
That's what your Rivian's for.
That's what the Rivian's for, yes. And the Rivian has been off-road. Video is either up or will be up on out-of-spec overlanding. So, man, this thing does get looks too. People have been checking it out. And can't thank you all enough for watching. Just a quick video. We got a Plaid. It's my daily driver. I'm going to drive this all the time. And I thought, okay, the Rivian would be the perfect daily driver, but everyone else wants to drive it.
Right. I mean,
Jordan wants to take it. Zach wants to take it.
I'll take this as my daily.
Okay. Well, I think it's like we can take whatever's in the driveway, but it just seemed like even in 1 week, I'm like, I want to drive the Rivian, and it's not there. So now I have this that I can cruise around in, which is really great. So, you know, the point of our cars are to be used for camera as much as possible. And I'm glad other people want to drive this stuff, which is great. So more towing tests coming on the Rivian, more F-150 Lightning stuff coming up very soon after this video, tons more Model S content. Keep an eye on out-of-spec motoring for road trips. And really a huge thank you to the Tesla team for the delivery.
Very smooth.
They had no idea who we are, I don't think. We just I didn't talk to anyone ahead of time.
Right.
We just walked up, we asked them, hey, do you mind if we film some things? And they were so cool. Right, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, sure, I'll be on camera, no problem.
Yeah, everyone was just great. The experience was awesome. And now we got this thing. So there you go. We got to get rid of this yoke.
And the wheels.
But the color combo
is
great
solid.
Spec. Need some Martian wheels, need mountain pass brakes, and need Ryan's round steering wheel.
Right, so you'll see me soon installing all of this stuff.
Tijmen will install it, and I'll come back from Europe, and it'll all be done.
Yep.
Great. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on another Out of Spec Reviews video soon. Just leaving some space so we can do one last.